soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Marlon Humphrey, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Cards and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is. Don't get me wrong. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30, and they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Again, Edwards-Helaire, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 4 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. In motion right is Brown. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Pick it now on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett will look to throw it here. They'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. On the move to his left. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, And now it brings up 4th down.
In motion left comes Brown. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kene Nwangu, 38 yards. And the Cards have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. First and 10, here's Pickett. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Pickett's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Through 1 quarter, 14-7. Ours. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Pickett on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Pickett. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The man in motion is Brown. On 2nd and 10. Murray can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Pickett. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 63 yards. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion right is Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
In motion left comes Brown. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. The center receiver in motion to the right. Buying time to his left. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
That's dropped underneath to Nwangu. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw hauled in by QT here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, open man, it's Goddard, the tight end. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fielded right around the 8. So we've reached halftime in a wide past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Play action. Now it's Murray. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The man in motion is Brown. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they play some trap over there. Now a lot of guys just barrels on the sidelines to try to put the football in.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Murray. Hard throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've gotten...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Budda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Brown. Now Murray off play action.
Right back to Pitts again.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Sharks got it left side. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. The 30.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to find.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for a point, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play fake. Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, Parker, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Highsmith drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 27, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
65 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. With it is Brown. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyle Pitts from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on second down. Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Cardinals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. In motion left comes Brown. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark, 75 yards. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Brown. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one hit.